Do you need food, Brittany? You do need food because you're feeling meh. Have some food. Eat it. All right, take your time. Do whatever you want. Hi, my name is KK, and today we're going to switch things up and do a bit of building. I do already have some stuff going over there. I don't usually show the building in this world. I usually just do it and then show you the finished product. But since I haven't been doing anything with the medieval city, I figured, you know, why not? And there's nothing wrong with the medieval city. It's still there. It does still exist. I just haven't been on it and building in a while, and there is a reason for that, and I'll probably get into that in just a moment. But first, in my haste of getting off last time and trying to hurry, I forgot to go back under the deck to the shed. So I did that and some other things. I'll actually just flash them across the screen in a 10-second montage, maybe? First things first, well, not really first, I did already start mapping out stuff, but first things second, maybe? I need to gather a bunch of materials to build, and I forgot all about these burrs. You can actually cut these down now with a tier 3 axe, and this gives you the new material, the spiky burrs. And you gotta watch these usually when you cut them down because they roll all over the place, and they will continue to roll as long as they are on an incline. Or decline. But the spiky burrs are pretty cool. They give you a new, stronger structure for floors and some other stuff. After we analyze them, of course. But yeah, look at these guys just rolling away. And a side note, if I sound a little weird, it's because I was a bit ill and I've gotten over it, but I'm just still congested and stuff. Just out here starting fights, I guess. Got Grassmaster level 3, and I'm being chased, and I don't feel like dealing with you guys. Please leave me alone. Man, y'all are just roaming right now.
Taking a look.
So I think we got a pretty good supply of weed stems. The room is, or all the pallets I have are full. The room itself isn't full yet. So right now what I'm doing is just collecting all the materials I need for what I have already laid out the blueprints for. And we are primarily going to do this build out of the mushroom bricks because I do have a lot of mushroom bricks. We got this chest right here, and then this one's full. Yeah, so what this building is going to be is a tower for getting me up high to use zip lines, because I do still have the quest to build a zip line. And I know I said recently that I don't really like zip lines, or I don't like using them because I feel like they kind of take away the experience of running around on the ground. And I do still feel that way, but I am going to go ahead and have this tower built. And I think what I'm going to do is either all the light posts or the field stations I'm going to have set up as kind of like fast travel stations, I guess. I haven't decided which one I want to go with yet. I'm going to kind of see how they are laid out on the map. But I'm going to build like little posts there that I can zip line to. And I'm not going to do them all, and I probably won't use the zip line regularly. But it'll be there, and I think it'll look cool. And I think this tower is going to look pretty aight. So I just need these 8 grass planks for right now, but I realized I didn't take out all the grass before. So now I'm going to have little stubbies down there. So now that I've got all the grass cleared out, which I should have done before I started, we can start getting some more stuff laid out. And what I'm wanting to do, oh, let me actually throw all this stuff down. This is exciting. You don't usually get to see the planning part of it. Usually you just get to see me filling in the blueprints. So the plan here is this is where I'm going to shoot up, pew, 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 and I use the grass walls because they're thinner and there's a little bit less stopping you from going up. Back here I'm not going to do any walls because I just kind of want it to be accessible in case I need to move things around. And that's why I have this door here, because it's going to close it off. And I just tried to close the blueprint door. It's actually really weird that the blueprint is open. So the overall shape of this building is going to start as a 3x3 at the bottom. And then as it goes up, maybe the next layer or the layer above that is going to change to an octagon shape. And right through here, I have this kind of interesting opportunity to do a little pathway that's going to go through the building, but not go inside the building. Don't know why I started this, but I like where it's going. And I've got this little half wall here because I am going to do a ladder going up. The dreaded ladders. And I'm going to have this wooden pathway in right here, and it's going to turn into a pebble pathway for whatever I go build out this way in the future. And that is why you cut everything down before you build, because I just damaged that. My brand new build is getting hurt. I actually have this door backwards. I ran out of weed stems, but this is what we are currently looking like. Definitely looks kind of weird at the top, so I'm going to put a roof up there. I plan on doing that anyway, but now it's definitely a necessity. These walls right here, these angled ones, I am going to change those. Probably wood, just to break this up some. And then that window right there, I'm going to move it up, and then I'm going to put one right here as well, because it just kind of looks like it's in a weird place. Down here though, I really like the way this looks. I just kind of intended for it to look like there was a path built through the stone, but it looks like it's been damaged. And I like that, and I want to kind of try to get that implemented a little more throughout the build if I can. If not, it's cool. But down here, need to make it look more supported. Right now it doesn't. It looks kind of awkward. And then the base of it looks a little too narrow. I thought it would look a little better going in like this, so I need to try and figure out a way to build out the base of it just a little bit. But inside, we do have the elevator complete. I do have these windows lining this whole side, and I think I'm going to change that. For one, sometimes these randomly will kick me backwards, like that right there, and so it's kind of weird having these back here. And also, I think I want to put walls down the middle to narrow this path to kind of make it harder to get kicked out of there. And then I put these roofs right here for now, so if you do kind of get pushed back, you get knocked back in at the top. But at the top, this is what we're looking like. We've got great vantage points for going all around the map. Straight shot to the bird path, didn't plan that, but yeah, it's awesome. This one probably won't be utilized too much because there's nothing really that way unless I do something on the porch. Then this one will be probably used the most, or these two will be used the most. So obviously the first thing I want to do is to resupply the weed stems. I've got most of the changes mapped out, the walls, and I did change the windows in here except for that one just so it kind of lines up on all four sides. And then up top, I do have the roof mapped out. Oh, well, red ants. That makes sense, because I was just kind of over there killing them while collecting weed stems. Oh, this stuff's damaged. Interesting. So, oh, wait, I'm not ready for a fight. Hold up.
That should keep you safe.
Oh, I guess I traveled too far from my base just then. That's kind of new. Because I do believe in the past I have traveled from the base during a raid and it has not gone away. The main place they did destruction was down here, which is something I just built. It was the bounce web to get up and down. And like as soon as it was destroyed, this thing popped right back up. Wasted no time, which oddly enough, base defense was one of the things I wanted to get to building today. If y'all could have just waited a little bit, everything would have been fine. And we've got something. I don't like it that much. I mean, this part's fine. It's mainly the top I don't like, so I think I'm going to change it. I think I just want to make the top wide all the way around. Something's weird about that, I don't know. But I did these scaffolds down the sides, kind of like a zipped support, cross support looking thing. And then I bumped these out here. I just did this down to the ground, and I think that works pretty well. It makes the base of it look a little more supported. And I kept the theme over here without looking a little destructed. And then I do have this weird bit over here. I didn't know if I wanted it to look supported on the leaf, which is what I tried to do, but I think I'm going to change it and make it go all the way down to the ground. I think that'll feel a little better. And then I put in this support here on the corner, which I kind of got this accidental vibe going on here where it looks like the ground had eroded away, and that's what happened to this corner. It kind of just kept going with it, and then they tried to rebuild it and keep it supported as they went. Completely accidental, but I think it looks phenomenal. Walk through the path here, kind of, it's a little tight, but I don't really intend on using that too much, especially once I get this built out to go wherever it's gonna go. But this is weird, using these half walls underneath the arches, but it's gonna have to do for now until I figure out something else later. And if we head up, here we are. No lights, that's always the last thing I do, and I tend to forget about it, as you can tell from the rest of the base, because I really need to light up these paths and light up the buildings, pretty much. But I needed to have something to get me up here, and so I built this, and then I did the stairs up there, and I was like, oh, that's kind of neat, and so I kept it, because it gives you some fun shapes. And I've only got one zip line anchor in right now, and it's going to be to get us up to the upper yard. But I mean, honestly, other than that little bit right there that's kind of bothering me, it looks pretty good. I think it turned out really well. And I know I said that this one was going to be about building, but I did just watch the PAX Grounded conference. I had it going on a little bit in the background while I was working on this build, and I am excited about New Game Plus. I didn't think I would be whenever it was first going around that there could be a New Game Plus, or that would be the idea to keep it replayable and introduce replayability. But the way they did it just really seems like a great idea. Just how they're implementing it. Like, my initial thought for it was just that it was going to be the same game harder. Like, I thought that's all New Game Plus would be, but they introduced some randomness, some RNG to the enemies, and not even just the enemies. Like, there's new trinkets that have RNG and they give you different abilities and such. And of course, new weapons, which I don't know if they're coming in the game or if they're only going to be introduced when you hop into the New Game Plus. So now what my new goal is to actually repair this, because I'm going to need it. So now the new game plan for today is to not fight these ants, because I don't want to, but to hop into the upper yard and explore a little bit more. We are going to come across some fire ants, which is going to be a new creature we fight. I did peep just the fire worker ant last time, but both the worker ant and the soldier ant are weak to fresh damage, so we are going to be rocking this mint mace for the majority of the time we are up there. And of course, there are going to be other creatures such as more of the black ox beetles, and as far as I remember, those are going to be the two main enemies we come across up here. And I do have the stuff to build the zipline anchor up here. I just need to get the weed stems, which I planned on doing when I got out here, and I totally forgot. So let me gather you. And I do plan on building something to house this later, but I just want to knock this quest out that I've had for a little while, and I hope I have enough. And I need 35. I was hoping I'd be able to ride this back down when I was done, but I can't. But now we have an easy way up and down, which is all I wanted. And eventually I'll do more zip lines around the yard to get around faster. But again, I do prefer to travel on the ground. And one of the sad bits about the grounded conference at PAX is that they did say it was the final update. Or more specifically, they said it's the final planned update, and we're going to come back to that. But it really sucks that they said it's the last planned update, because they initially had ideas for weather in the game and backyard changing events. I don't know if that means or meant live events, like limited time events or something like that. But so those definitely got thrown out, and as well as other stuff that they had initially talked about or planned, one of them being live servers, which I can't really say was planned. It was just kind of an idea they had at the time. But a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel for them saying it's the last planned update. It kind of feels like they're just taking this as an opportunity to sit back with a new release on PlayStation and Switch, as well as releasing physical copies of the game and kind of seeing where they are financially. And I think that they just kind of have a line that they have to reach, a certain revenue that they need to make, and then they're going to get back in their chairs and they're going to start developing new content to the game. They did say, though, there will be like quality of life updates and stuff like that. So it's not like they're completely abandoning it right after this 1.4 update drops. Oh, and I've been walking right past these. These are grass seeds. You can throw them in the planter and it'll grow grass. You can use it for decoration or to harvest grass planks. But they're worth having if you want to use some grass to decorate, which I will do eventually. Man, who would have thought 4 orb weavers would have done that much damage to me? I was kind of struggling for a second. Alright, here's our first fire ant. Oh, come on, buddy. Wow, man. Way off on those. That arrow did a lot of damage. Okay, so here is a cracked rock in a hole. I do not remember what this hole goes to. So we are about to find out. I see a tooth, and I see raw science, and I heard you. Wait a minute. As a Black Widow. No, okay, we're not going down there yet. Not ready for a Black Widow fight. They did change them recently to where they're weak to sour, so I need to get some sour weapons in here. But yeah, we will save that for another time, absolutely. I'm actually going to flag it so I don't forget about it later. Well, I had to go kind of far away to get the clover, and I lost the hole. Oh, here it is. Okay. We'll make this death. Oh, so that's what I was hearing earlier, too. I thought there was a spider just glitched in the ground, but I guess it was that Black Widow down there. That could have been really bad if I jumped in there, so I'm not ready for that. Interesting. Just a random donut chunk. I've never picked up a donut chunk. Now I guess what's in the trash is rotten, isn't it? Cool. First donut chunk. It's almost hard to say. Donut chunk. I wanted to say like donut instead of donut. Okay, so 3 shots. Yeah, I missed. All right, there's quite a few of you over here, huh? All right, one of them got soloed out. Yeah, so these guys aren't even a worry. I could probably do the anthill without much of an issue. It's gonna be getting my blocks timed right. For some reason, I'm not in tune with them. Yeah. Oh, and I forgot about that acid spitting attack. Yeah, I am not reading their attacks very well. And we're also going to hop in here to the undershed entrance just to get this marker off the screen. Although I feel like it's just going to put the marker somewhere else, but at least it'll be gone from this spot. Because I'm not doing the undershed yet. My goal right now is to get a bunch of pine cone pieces because I do want to start working on the candy stabs. All right, so we'll do a little bit in here, but we're not going like underneath to explore. Oh yeah, so we're just going to do that little lab section. The rest of the undershed is going to wait. Because there's also a Black Widow down there, and once I can fight the other one, then we'll attempt the undershed. But for right now, no. Also right up here, we're going to come across wasps in a minute. I do want to just hop in here and peep one, but I don't want to fight them yet. I need to get one of each. There are 2 types.
Mark that one off the list.
That's just the regular wasps. Again, I don't have much experience fighting the wasp either. Are there no drones over here? I don't see any drones. But I need to come back with the Assault Morning Star to take those on. I do know those work really well. Aha, there's a wasp gem. Let's see if we can get out of here without a fight. Oh no. Alright. Let's see what happens. This is the only assault weapon I have. Ow. Can't really talk about their combat style because I don't quite know it. Haha, I stole one of your legs. No, alright. There's no way I'm doing this now. I'm running. No, we're just gonna have to avoid that. I was gonna attempt the one, but the fact that the drone just popped in, I don't think I can do damage fast enough for how quickly they can be healed. So we are just gonna have to drop that one there. Didn't want to fight you anyway, just thought I would attempt it. I'm glad I was able to escape at least. Just like the post on the batteries, you don't want to hop on these outlets because they will electrocute you, and regardless of how skilled and leveled up you are, you will die instantly. Oh, I guess I could have just traveled up that zip line. So we are at the Java-matic, which you don't need to come here right now. This is definitely going to be a point you have to meet eventually, but I can't do anything right here. We have to get Wendell first and all that other good stuff. I just want to go ahead and grab everything that's on it. There's a couple of raw sciences, and if possible, I'll hop up there because there is a one-time fight of a green shield bug. Oh, wow, I just discovered it? Really? Interesting. Yeah, I don't want to attempt this climb with a wasp right there, especially since I can't take them on yet, because they're definitely going to spot me. I can't get close enough to the wall to hop on there. So, and it sucks that it's now nighttime, but I don't have a bed. Don't want to build a bed. Mainly, I don't want my food to spoil. So we're just going to keep going at night. We're about to get to some pine cones. Wormholes rocket. This is where you find sour candies. They are a one-time drop inside of these containers though, so they do not respawn. Also, we now have enough the sour lumps to just consume them. We need to do 10 of them because this is going to unlock sour sensation, which is honestly a great mutation because it reflects damage dealt to you back at your enemy, and once you get to level 3 it reflects up to 150%. That should be it. That was 10, right? Was I counting right? Yeah, okay, so sour sensation 3 out of 3. And right now we're going to take a lot of damage, so I think it could be beneficial to have this put on. There you are. Electrifying sour sensations have pushed your taste receptors to their limits, igniting a cascade of static shocks that fiercely strike back at your adversaries. I think I'll take off buff lungs and put that on, because theoretically, oh, We're gonna fight. Theoretically, we're gonna fight. I won't need as much stamina if they're doing damage to their cells. See what you do. More waspcitos for a fit stuck. Then we have made it to a pine cone. I am so scared of those wasps coming at me right now. So let's take this pine cone out as fast as possible. You do need a tier 3 hammer. All right, we got 6 from that one. You can get up to 9, which is a great pine cone if you get 9. Okay, getting stuck on every bit of terrain I can right now, trying to run away from the wasps. Got 8 out of that one. Then the random pop cap. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. See, like, this is the first time harvesting them over in this area, and it's like they're already glitching out. It's like they try to spawn in, even though they were never harvested to begin with. There is a trinket somewhere in this brick wall. I don't remember exactly where it's at, but I have to get up there first and then drop down to it. So it's just gonna wait. I do think as soon as I go back and get the Salt Morningstar, those wasps won't be that much of an issue, especially if I can take them out one at a time. And then I'll be able to go on top of the box and then hop down and get that trinket. Lawnmower. So these here are the super mixers. They are quite a bit tougher than the mixers in the lower yard. Also right underneath this lawnmower there is an entrance to the fire ant hill, and there is another new enemy up here somewhere above the lawnmower. Don't want to draw its attention, but I do want to peep it. Oh, I hear it. Lawnmower anthill. Oh, finally got Natural Explorer level 3 unlocked. That is a significant speed boost. There's the Fire Ant Hill entrance. Don't really want to attract the attention of a lot of you guys right now. I really don't see how I'm not seeing one yet, but I keep hearing them. But right here, this is another way to get rust. It's actually the best way to get rust. And then right underneath the toolbox, there you are, the toolbox, there's a lot of rusty screws and stuff. There's one. The tiger mosquito. So they're weak to chopping fresh and slashing. So I could potentially take one of you guys out pretty easily, but we're not going to because I don't have the inventory space and there's nothing I actually want to drop at the moment. So let me make sure I don't get the attention of you at the moment. And I also don't want to get the attention of the wasps. Really don't want the attention of you guys either. So, oh no, I fell down here. I can't equip the mint mace, which is what the majority of the creatures up here are allergic to. Let's hop in here. I think we're fine. So let's go ahead and analyze some stuff while we're right here. Finally unlocked the large plank and stem pallets. These are great, mainly for moving stuff. I don't like using them for storage because the amount of space they take up compared to what they can hold, the trade-off isn't worth it. It is better to stick with the smaller pallets for storage. Come back. Oh, nope, not chasing you that way. I'm no fool. So we did manage to get quite a bit of pinecone pieces. We got 34 of them. Super mixer. Oh, I guess I didn't get close enough to the one. Oh no! We are not in fight mode right now. We are oh man. We are dip out of here mode. Not gonna explore anything else at the moment. Oh, you know what? I actually want to do the flag at the Stepping Stone Summit to knock that quest out as well. I do also have a quest for building a waft emitter. I may just build one and dismantle it. There used to be a little trick you could do with the waft emitters that would allow you to kind of skip out on raids, like if you are expecting one, but it seems they patched it based off of recent comments I've had on that video I made. But a waft emitter isn't something you want to have near your base anyway, so it's going to be something I build out away somewhere for intentions of farming a specific bug. All right, so I do have everything in here for it, so I'm just gonna build it right dead center, knock that out, and then we're just gonna recycle that. Boom. And I love how it dropped in a bag. That's so amazing. I also want to finish my zip line, which I think I needed 14 more, right? And done. Nice. Lovely view of the place. Now, for the first time in a while, we can get 3 brand new quests at the same time. Also, we have 30,000 raw science. Still not enough to buy every single thing in the shop. So I'm just gonna keep letting it stack up until I either do something with it or I can buy everything in the shop at one time. And with all of that said and done, I am gonna call this one here. I don't know how long the video is going to be. I feel like it's going to be a short one, but I have been spending a lot of time playing because building takes a lot of time, and I still need to adjust it because I'm not satisfied with that. Height-wise, I think it's a good height, but don't really like the way it looks. Also, I was trying the sticky potions to see if I like them better than the beefy. I don't. I feel like the beefy works out a lot better for me. So we're going to keep with the beefy and drop the sticky. Didn't explore this open area right here, but for the most part I explored everything up to this point other than inside the brawny bin and of course under the shed. We do just have the 2 tech chips left. One is in the brawny bin and one of them is going to be in the stump lab. So I need to figure out which one I need to get to first to make the jewels so I can upgrade my mint mace to level 9, specifically my mint mace. The other ones, you know, they'll follow as well. But before we go, I do actually want to make the staves. Or which stav do I want to start with? I don't know. How much do I need for each? We'll make them all in time, but right now we're just going to go and start with the mint staff since that is what I've got. Craft a candy staff. So that was one of the ones coming up. So let's go ahead and pop you in here. And we're going to get you going up as far as I can, which is, of course, to level 7 because I don't have any jewels. I think I'm also going to go ahead and bump up these 2 armor pieces, the chest plate and the leg plates, since I have enough to do both of those, just to level 8. And so those will just be 1 level short from being maxed out, and that'll help my defense a little bit. So the mint staffs, you do have to be careful with them. If you're using it around your own equipment or around your bases and stuff, you can damage your own buildings. So I do like the mint mace, or not the mint mace, the mint staff the least. I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, cool, got the gold card for the net. Oh, and got Trapper Peepers. But yeah, so I do like this one the least. I'm not really sure why. I feel like it may be due to the fact that it's close range magic, whereas like the other 2 staves, the sour and spicy, are distance or can cover a distance when you're using them to fight with, and I think that's just more beneficial. Although the sour staff is kind of like a slow attack. The spicy is my favorite, and we'll be getting to that soon. Also, I want to make the hat. The perfect hat to wear when pretending to be a magic slinging wizard. I've never read that description before. That's kind of funny. But we can go ahead and make it. I just realized it requires 4 Termite King carapaces. Good thing I had 5. So this comes with Wizard's Defense, which is pretty cool and all. It gives you a chance to increase your perfect timing window whenever you deal damage with a staff. But what's better about it is whenever you upgrade it up to level 6 and you take it down the sleek path, you see it up there, it gives you Wizard's Duel. Now Wizard's Duel is where this gets really good. Whenever you do your perfect block, it increases your damage dealt by candy stabs by 40%. And that's fantastic. And then having those 2 together, the defense and the duel, it's a great pair. And it can increase the damage dealt with a staff phenomenally. And now that's going to be it for this one. I definitely did a few more things after saying that was it, but I needed to get those done because they were on my mind and I really wanted to get them done. But as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are fantastic for making it all the way to this point. Do you need food, Brittany? You do need food because you are feeling meh. If you have enjoyed this video, please do me a favor and like it. That really helps me out. Also, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. That would be amazing. I would love to keep feeding you some content. I am trying to become a little more consistent with my content. Have some food. Eat it. All right, take your time. Do whatever you want. You can also follow me on Twitter at djcaycay. And until next time, I'll see you.